Hello, collective. Happy Sunday, December 15th. So disenchantment for today has been underestimated. This disenchantment, see the little lie is fading. So your ops, they underestimated what that would feel like to be able to stand behind this lie. Yeah. Now it's suddenly, they're feeling this. They're feeling that. It's fading away. Comedy and music can ascend with you. Yeah, just like qualifiers on you or I, we really shouldn't have qualifiers on music and comedy. If we didn't have qualifiers like rap or country or classical, we could all come together, right? You would enjoy any genre. But it's almost like we put qualifiers, on what humor is acceptable, what humor is not. The less qualifiers we have, this can actually unite us. And that's what the Most High was trying to get at. Something about comedy and music can ascend with you. Yeah, so don't think, well, I can't ascend because I listen to NWA. He don't care. The priority should be the light. The light inside of you driven by the Most High. But this stuff, these have qualifiers. And that quality about you might help somebody ascend. Because that person wouldn't have, but because they know you listen to NWA, they're gonna ascend now. Isn't that bizarre? So it's something like that. Come home and see a truth. I don't think this is your karmic home. I think this is the home you're gonna go to with the ancestors. Okay, and you'll receive like this shield and this sword. And it's some kind of gift from the ancestors and that's because you're going to come home very, very soon, collective. Here is your direction. The sun is in nature. Yeah, the sun came out today. I was so happy because we haven't seen sun here in like weeks. So suddenly, here is your direction. Yeah, here is your direction. The sun is in nature. Yeah. Because nature, now joy to the world, heaven and nature sing. Heaven is in nature. Okay, we don't see the squirrels, sitting down in a circle together playing poker. Okay, they don't come together, the birds, and do some kind of random activity. It's truly, if you are by yourself, that's to emulate the heavenly call on your life. So I guess that's what I'm getting at is we don't see the trees all are ganging up, planning and plotting. not in the higher vibration, but anyway, yeah, there's something to be said about finding the heaven around you in nature. Yeah, especially when the sun's out. Heaven is in nature today, for today's date, the 15th. I would sing joy to the world, but there's no J in today's letter, so that's hard. Okay, it's not a coincidence. Okay, when joy to the world is what we should be singing, and there's no J in today's letters. A story is different now. This story that you've come forward with, collective, it's different now. It's different. Yeah. Come and adore him. Okay, come, let us adore him. The Christmas song, come and let adore him. Come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Okay, so that wasn't, come and let's make fun of him, kick him around, prove that we're better than him. It was like, come and let us adore him. Yeah, crazy, huh? There's something about that for today's day. Yeah, adore him. This is Mary's turn, by the way. This is Mary's turn. Ancestors, please be here for today's reading. Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, please be here. And Highest Ascendant Master, Jesus, please be here. You are truly the reason for the season. Mary's turn. Okay, now is that your mother? Highest Ascendant Master Jesus? Or is this Magdalene? Who is this? Which? Okay, so in history we had a masculine sacrificed. And truly we're going to see that when this story comes out, that there was a female that was sacrificed as well. Very similar. Yeah. Because his divine partner, that's what's going on here, is we're allowing the divine partner of Jesus to tell their story now. Yeah. A lot of the people say, well, he didn't have a divine partner. Well, if it's a divine one, he may have, and we never saw him, right? So that's what he's getting at today. Is this was to finish the loop, close the loop, and let his divine partner continue this walk through Gethsemane, feel this pain of rejection. Yeah, crazy. And it's Venus. It's Venus. If we're speaking in terms of planets. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, comedy and music, just the Most High, that brings people together. We all want to have something to bring us together, but it also provides a higher vibration when you're laughing or you're singing. And there isn't probably, there's a higher and lower vibration of music, true. And there's a higher and lower vibration of comedy, because some comedy isn't, you can't really resonate with it, you know. No, I don't think that's funny, you know. But there's something about those two that can unite people. I think that might be one of your gifts. The Most High has gifted you with it. Is you're able to find, that's how you survived, is to be able to keep this sense of humor about this. Yeah. Because nobody else could have endured this. But at some point, you got to find that's how you remain sane. Okay. The Blue Collar Comedy Tour, I don't know, those are 4 comedians that are really out there as far as language and material. But there's I think, I don't know if it's Foxworthy or Bill Engvall. One of the comedians says, here's your sign. That's one of his routines, is, you know, when people ask the obvious, you know, your car's pulled over to the side of the road, your trunk's up. Yeah, your trunk's up. And you're looking for the tire iron, you know. And then you see a car pull up and go, oh, did you have a flat tire? You know, they're asking the obvious. Like, I wouldn't be in the trunk grabbing the tire iron. So it's kind of like that collective is like, you're going to have people asking you the obvious. Like, oh, you're living in your car? No, actually, it's a tree house. There's your sign, dude. You know, you just have to flip it on them a little bit, because they're going to ask like the obvious. You know, I don't know. It's probably because of all this abandonment that you've, you know, had to let go of. But there's something about that. And there's a way around words, probably through comedy. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure it out. Yeah. Okay. So let's show them the chart. So the chart has some pretty cool characters that want to speak. Okay. Now Neptune had to get its lick in. Okay. Neptune had to come back and say, hey, I want payment for the way you've treated me. So we do have this karmic stuff going on with Neptune right now, with this active person who used Neptune, okay, was very deceitful about it. Everybody saw it because it's sitting 11th house. They were very deceitful the way they used this mirage. This was all a mirage. This illusion about who you were, you know, wasn't fair. They didn't grow up with you. They didn't know. They didn't ask questions, and neither did you. It was just safer. You know, I don't know why. Isn't that strange that you didn't ask more questions? Because they probably would have tied you to your room and not gave you dinner if you started asking questions. You knew you weren't going to get anywhere. But that's what this Neptune says. Look, I want people to know. This is the reaction. The moon is always your reaction. There's some kind of reaction here of this illusion and this active person that's being expanded on with Jupiter. That red goes up there. Yeah, because there's a disenchantment of this illusion. Disenchantment. It's not real anymore. And for the first time, they have to feel that, because that's how they lived. See, well, this is the series of events. No, that's not what happened at all. You know, you did this to somebody who you could steal from, unbeknownst to them. You know, we'll just, it won't matter. And we won't entertain their questions. Well, oh, okay, great. So hopefully you've removed yourself from people like that, because they were in this just real illusionary reality. Okay. There's also karma for these partnerships in high up places. They expanded on those. They had many thoughts and plans with those. Okay, that wasn't good either. Those are coming to light. The two finger of gods. Okay, I love this too, because see, humans down here, humans aren't real, collective. Humans are not real. Your ops were not real. I don't know. If we had a doll collection of your ops, my God. Yeah, notorious villains, you know? But I don't think the Most High wants them circulated like that. These are people that, to the lowest degree of humanity, can't be celebrated in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's where you draw the line, you know, on the comedy or the music or whatever. When you're doing it to promote something to hurt a child, or, you know, that's not funny. That's not cool, dude. There's something about, yeah, we got 24 degrees Sagittarius sun for tonight, and a Cancer moon. Cancer is the ocean, so we got this ocean moon tonight, 5 degrees. But these two fingers of gods, yeah. That's basically saying, yeah. This family has spoken. You are a member of this family too. You had just enough rage in you to speak about this, brought it out in the open. The Sabian symbol for bringing it out in the open is finding the inner peace. Yeah, some kind of inner peace that you're going to obtain from the Most High God. Accepting where you are, accepting and realizing, oh, that's why, it's because I'm learning about these last karmic lessons. You know, he kept you here so that you would realize this is why I gave you this extra, so that you could figure out the last little bit of your lessons, you know. Because once we get over to 5D, I don't think it's a wheel where you just keep, you know, oh, okay, I gotta, you know, it's not going to feel like that anymore. And then this finger of God from this moon, many remember. Yeah, see how the moon's sitting in Cancer? So Cancer's all about memories. Many have memories for tonight. There's many memories coming to the surface for these people tonight. And the thoughts and plans that they had tried to get away with. Yeah. Very, very Sagittarius. You know, Sagittarius are adventuresome. These were very adventuresome plans. Like, this will be fine. They became dangerous. Any fire sign can get a little overzealous. You know, if you're a fire sign, you get what I'm saying. You know, you got to rein it in. Yeah. So this religious group that you tried to, they tried to unalive you. When all you wanted was for someone to maybe believe you, follow you. Like, you didn't want to be propped up. Jesus didn't want to be propped up, okay? He just wanted some followers. You know what I mean? And maybe you got that at least on your platform. But be followed in non-violence, you know, just this non-violence. Like, all he told me to do was quit my job and read the cards. Just this, I'm supposed to just stand my ground. Well, you're not accomplishing anything. I don't know. It's God. That's how he told me to do it. He didn't say run out and get an attorney and a team of people to attack these, you know. No, it was like, just quit your job and read the cards. It's like, okay, all right. So yeah, it's God's instructions will always perplex you. They're strange instructions for the most part. Because pennies from heaven, okay? Pennies from heaven are worth more than the quarters on earth. And you're thinking, well, that's stupid. Well, it's true though. Because if I don't have money, okay, to put gas in my car, okay? But I get pennies from heaven, okay? I get a download. I get some passed over one saying, hey, I just gave you a full tank. You're good. You'll get home. Do you see how mentally connecting to that spiritual side, like, pennies from heaven are worth more than quarters on earth? That's what pulls you through, is speaking to that spirit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to tell you that. Pennies from heaven are worth more than quarters on earth. And this idea of you being backed against this wall, they might have backed you against this wall. People are seeing the larger picture of that. Yeah, they're seeing that there's no illusion there. You backed that person into a corner. You did it deliberately. Yeah. Tried to trust this magic on you. And now they're swallowing this ego because the magic isn't working, see? And that was for a reason, because this is very reliable magic from your ancestors, okay? This worked for them in all other cases, okay? But it wasn't going to work with you, collective. And the Lord God Most High loved perplexing them as to why. Because this is the thing, you didn't know, okay, maybe how to fight back. You didn't even know what they were doing or how to protect yourself, but you were always protected. He couldn't put those kind of downloads in your head because it would have made you upset enough to go out and, buy all the Barnes and Noble books you could about how do I kitchen witch these people off of my, energy field. But he didn't want that. He wanted your mind just like this blank tabla. What is that Latin term? Blank slate? Yeah, something tabla la rosa. Yeah, blank slate. I heard a crow out there. Yeah. Something about a blank slate. Because that way you wouldn't react, and that way you wouldn't lose points and have to, keep going and going on this journey. Because okay, this is the other thing too. You have to let these people go. They're sending them toward you, and they might use, they were shapeshifters, okay. You're not going to recognize a shapeshifter unless you have a little bit of that inside of you. How did you learn to become that? Because you were around these karmics your whole life. So you understand it. You recognize a shapeshifter because there's a little bit of it in you. I mean, let's be honest. You know what I mean? There's some of these things you're not going to recognize, but you had them in you because that's how you survived the whole brainwashing tour that they put you on. But needless to say, they're shapeshifting toward you in public, and then they'll use scent. That they told me this, that they'll use scent, and that's when you because they're cloaking their energy. You may not be able to read their energy, but it'll be a scent that you remember, and you're like, seriously. And that's when you don't turn around. That's when you don't meet their eye contact, engage in conversation, and that's one way that will protect you is some memory of a scent. And I'm so glad, because the 5 degrees Cancer moon tonight is Helen Keller, who could not see or hear. Okay, this beautiful woman in our history, the miracle worker, but she could smell. Okay, so and she had her sense of touch. So her garden was a very important space for her, because she had a language with those scents, like with those flowers or those herbs. Or that was how she suddenly, that was elevated for her, because she couldn't see and she couldn't hear. So I love that. Helen Keller, please be here for this reading. I love you. I love you. Yeah, she's saying to close your eyes. Yeah. Thank you, Helen. You might want to close your eyes for a more accurate picture of this. This is really a wounding of the heart. What's going to happen, okay? That's why you got to let these people go. That's why you got to heal. And when I say heal and let them, forgive them or whatever, all you're doing them is releasing them to the light. Because if you're holding on to these resentments, then you'll just pitch them down to darkness, see? And that's the difference with an ascended person, is like, no, I release you to the light. Please just go to the light. And that's, that may be the only thing you can do, because how rotten these people were. Yeah. So that's a little bit of the chart. Is this secret war? Your ancestors have plans for you now. Your greatest contribution right now is to live in peace. Send them to the light. Pluto wants to tell you that. Pluto. Yeah. Okay, so Helen Keller has the moon. She was born 5 degrees Cancer. Up here for 6 degrees Mercury is William Blake. Okay, now before I show you the cards, William Blake, now this isn't the singer, okay? I know there's a singer that does great things as well. This is 1757 William Blake, okay? Who was his own, oh my Lord, I'm not kidding you on this. This dude was his own, he did his own art, he did his own printing, his own copying, and his own distribution. That's like you or I wanting to write a book and we'll just publish it ourselves as well. That was William Blake. Like, how do you do that? But he learned to put the images, the writing, he mirrored the writing so that when he pressed the copper plates, he did all that himself. And he was born 6 degrees Sagittarius. He's like, I'm not going to let anybody hold me back. No, oh, okay, you won't put my movie in Hollywood? Well, we'll just go to the Sundance Film Festival and I'll put it there. It's that kind of thing. Like, he thought outside of the normal ways people accomplish things and said, well, I tell you what. So he became all of it, you know? And I love that. I love that. And you'll see that with people ascending, that they're the whole package, that they can truly write the book, you know, copy the book, distribute the book, and publish the book and sell the book. I mean, that's what you've learned through all these karmic cycles, is depending on just you, just you. So I love that. William Blake has Mercury tonight. Helen Keller has the moon. We also have, Venus has Nolan Ryan tonight. Venus has 10 degrees Aquarius, which is Nolan Ryan, which is the greatest strikeout baseball player in history. Had 5,000 strikeouts in his career. That's what Venus is tonight, is this strikeout king, Nolan Ryan, who is still alive. But yeah, there's something to be said about that, because I feel like you brought a huge group down. I know that was my one prayer when I started going through this, is just make it bigger than me. Like, please just let this, because I felt like they were always putting me on the cross. You know what I mean? And then I was like, Lord, just please make this bigger than me. And my God, it's huge. This problem is huge. You found out, well, this has been going on for years. People thinking that they can steal people's stuff. You know, they don't know they're on an insurance policy. You know, it's happening all over the world. So yeah, it is pretty big. So Venus has Nolan Ryan, feeling probably pretty athletic, and the sun came out, so I can see why. Yeah. Yeah, see, like William Shakespeare, he had to find a publisher. And here William Blake says, no, I'll just be my own. Thank you. Yeah, I love to see the difference, though. That's what that Sagittarius, yeah. Okay. And yeah. Okay, let's show them the cards. Let's show him the cards, man. Yeah, Prefontaine, the runner. He's got Pluto tonight. Prefontaine, please be here. Thank you so much. 2225. Oh my gosh, that's Christmas and a master number. Okay, so for December 15th is center, we get this devil card, which is Nero's birthday, the mad Roman emperor. Yeah, he was madder than a hatter. This is one of the worst emperors that Rome in history ever had, this Nero. Yeah, he was sexually devious. He was void of any humanity. He's really not somebody we should study very, you know. But Nero was Nero, right? He had that 15. He had this was the birthday. And he was highly magnetic. He was magnetic. He drew lower vibrations to him. And yeah, so there's something about this mad leader. He drew too many lower vibrations, causing these bondages. You know, he's waving at you. And then over here, we have this 24 degrees Sagittarius for this tower moment. So some kind of leader collective is having a tower moment. Yeah. There's something triggered here. This is Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven, the German composer, 24 degrees Sagittarius, had that birthday. Immortal beloved. He could make a lot of music, collective, but he couldn't hold on to love. Yep. Maybe this leader over here was highly successful as far as product. He had product behind his what he did, but he couldn't hold on to what is forever, this immortal beloved. That's the only way you're going to ascend, is if you learn that language of love, that lesson of love. And he's having this tower moment because of it. And then we've got Helen Keller, who wants to take a look at this. You know, this is pretty crazy. You know, I chose a journey where I couldn't see or hear. You have a journey where you can see and hear. But the abuse, 5 degrees Cancer, close your eyes. Because you might see a more accurate picture if you do close your eyes. Helen Keller is going to speak on that, as she's witnessing this. Yeah, she's helping you. Yeah. So up here at this 6 degrees Sagittarius, William Blake. Okay, yeah, I love this. Collective. Don't be worried about the parts of your story that you couldn't solve, the mystery of your story that you couldn't solve. William Blake is telling me you should just revel in it. Revel in the mystery. Don't try and solve it. Revel in it. And he's right, you know, because there's something about the mystery that you can revel in and keep searching, you know. That's part of the journey, is that searching. So that's what William Blake says for that Mercury. You come over here for Jupiter, 15 degrees Gemini. Retrograde, yep. This is the birthday of Peter Ballin, who did a tarot deck. Okay, this tarot deck is kind of important because it's an old school Indian Mayan tarot deck. Yeah, the Mayans. Yeah. Who did sacrifices, okay? I don't have that tarot deck, but it would be educational to get it, to see how they set up these blessings for their people, this ancient civilization. Because I have a feeling that whoever this is had adhered to these ancient civilized behaviors and had been very successful with them, had many people on the other side helping him be successful, but suddenly they've disappeared. And it's because he forgot that vibration, that love, immortal beloved. He forgot that, see? Yeah. Okay, so then Venus is the strikeout king tonight. Yep, she's got the Emperor card, Nolan Ryan's birthday, 10 degrees Aquarius, 5,000 strikeouts during his baseball career. That's incredible. Yeah. The baseball players, you read about it, and it was an honor to be struck out by Nolan Ryan. They would go up to bat just to be on his count. Is that not cool? Because there was an honor there between a brotherhood. Like they knew that sport, they loved that sport, they lived for that sport, that teamship, that camaraderie, whatever you want to call it. And so when they knew he was at that game in 1989 where, okay, you're going to reach the 5,000, they helped him. I want to be one of the dudes that he struck out. So that was kind of remarkable. That's you know, a love of another human's achievements and being on board with it. Yeah, that would suck if you had to live in your car, you know, and being supportive of that person. You know what I mean? So that's where Venus is. And she also gets this sort of Queen of Swords, because there's two spies, okay, two birds in the sky, while 5, look at her hand, 5 are going to rise. That was the download. I just heard a bird chirp. So 5 are going to rise while 2 spy. 2 of your ops are blown away. They're blown away by it. Yep. And then Mars has this the Hermit card again. He's dreaming. There's some dreams that are keeping him procrastinating. It's like he has all these thoughts and plans for his life, okay? But it's keeping him, he can't move forward with them because of the secret war he was in. Yeah, some kind of procrastination for Mars tonight. Saturn, 13 degrees Pisces, God's design, building wellness and security for an Empress. Whatever your borders and safeties are doing for you, Empress or Emperor, it's to improve. It's to improve. There was a definite breakdown in humanity that had to be repaired, and you've revealed it. So there's some kind of like building wellness and security for you, and helping you get this message out to other people that experience this, so that they don't have to go through, you know, a polygraph and what's it called, psychological evaluation before they receive help. Yeah. Well, if you pass those 2 tests, we might help you. Oh, okay. Thanks, dude. And then you come down here, and you got Uranus, 24 degrees Taurus retrograde. Yeah, they use religion to control versus support. This clan of yours, in support of any religion, it's supposed to support the community, and it controlled the community. So there's a huge difference there. Yeah. That's why you go to church, right? Is you want to solve a problem, or you want to get your life back. You know, well, they used it to mind control people, you know? So that was not cool. And then Neptune has this 27 degrees Pisces, ancestors get retribution. Yeah. Yeah. Because of that secret royalty you're a part of. There's some kind of secret royalty that Neptune knows about. And then Pluto, 0 degrees, yeah, Prefontaine, stay centered for your moment. Yep, you're supposed to stay centered. I'll show you Prefontaine's chart when I get up there. And then this is the destiny. Oh, okay. Hey, I got the number 2. There we go. I was like, where's number 2? It's 2 degrees Aries now. So we're in that 12 days of Christmas. This is your unique space and time that's landed you here. But they've treated you like a specimen. Okay, nobody likes to be treated like a specimen. But it has landed you here at this 2 degrees Aries, your unique space and time. And then the wounded healer gets that justice, which is upside down, of course, because it's retrograde. Yeah, it's all retrograde. I don't know when Chiron goes direct. It'd be nice to have it direct, wouldn't it? Yeah, yo. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh gosh, ancestors, help us out here. There's this leader who has used these ancient civilized practices, been very successful. The ancestors have abandoned this person, and he's experiencing this tower instead. Yeah, because he forgot the first and foremost. The reason why they support you is that love. You know, they have Mayat weigh your heart before they even start helping you. Well, at some point he had some of this for his community, but Neptune's going to tell you he used that community to control, not to support. You know, it may have appeared he was supporting his people, but he was controlling these people, this person, and this cult, this coven. Yeah, he's got a tower because he forgot love. He just wanted to win. He was driven to the edge of madness, as Vincent Price would say. You know, he was driven to the edge of madness. What was the other part of that? Oh, to seek revenge. He had to win. That's nuts. And then Helen Keller, you know, you have this beautiful moon, 5 degrees Cancer moon tonight, which it's the most gorgeous full moon, if you've seen it. Just reminding humanity, you know, I chose my lesson to be, hey, take my sight and take my hearing. I want to experience life like that. And found out, wow. You know, I was watching something with the guide dogs, you know. Those guide dogs restore that person's hope that's blind. Those dogs. The dog teaches the blind person to have confidence in themselves again. And I just thought that's so remarkable that the dog does that for that. You know what I mean? But that's kind of like what she's saying is you got to close your eyes and trust right now. Yeah, close your eyes and trust. Get these pennies from heaven that are worth more than the quarters going on for you right now on earth. You know? They're worth more, these pennies from heaven. These people that want to hang out with you and you don't know why. Yeah, truly. Okay, ancestors, so who's this coven leader? I don't know. Who's this, this might be a Capricorn, Earth sign. What are they doing today? Okay, so first of all, they sent a bunch of stuff toward you. Oh my God. And they sent people toward you in public that were disguised. They were shape-shifting. That's probably why I talked about that. You maybe couldn't have identified their energy, but they're telling me that the scent, it was because of the scent that you knew not to turn around and make conversation with these shapeshifters, okay? Yeah, that's pretty gutsy, you know, to send them out. Sit them down in the pew by you at church today. Yeah, just go sit by her at church. You know, when that's reserved for your ancestors for one thing, but the ancestors let them do it. And then they were sitting there saying, now, what do you smell? You use the 5 degrees Helen Keller senses tonight to recognize these shapeshifters because they've cloaked their energy. So they're like, well, what do you smell? And I'm like, oh, are you serious? I wouldn't even turn around after that. Yeah, the gall of them to do that. It's like, dude, just release these people into the light because that's over the top to send them in, you know? When you're trying to have your moment, you know, with the Most High God. I don't know. It seemed kind of crazy. Any reason for this month for people to go to church is for Christ, you know? It's Christmas. No, they wanted to evaluate you. Wanted to see, yeah, they wanted to see if I could actually sit still. Yeah, they still think you're hopped up on drugs. I was like, whatever, dude. I drank too much coffee, I'll tell you that. But other than that, they thought I couldn't sit still through that service. It's like, are we still talking about the same person here? They have distorted you, this disenchantment. This is what makes me mad. Because Yeah. Uh, underestimated. Letting go of this illusion. Yeah, I guess so. If they're sending people to you today to see how long you sit still, who cares? Well, they do. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. There's definitely a tower moment today. Yeah, this is a tower moment for your ops. God. Whatever they spill it's like hot tea. The hot tea. The tea gets spilt. Remember, I did the pendulum. You were gonna get some kind of info. So it's hot tea that gets spilt tonight. Yeah, because I just spilled it all over. Right? Great. Yeah, thanks, dude. Hot tea gets spilled tonight. Yeah, and you're gonna just close your eyes. Yeah, these shapeshifters. Okay, answered. I love you guys. They gave me a lot of cards, but I was having to tell you about that favorable. This 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock tonight. Okay. Watch your TV. 6 o'clock tonight. Something good's you're gonna get a good download. Something's gonna make sense to you. The pennies from heaven are falling. It's hot tea. Okay, this is hot tea night. Hot tea. Hot tea. It's good. It's your 10 of Cups moment. 10 of Cups. It's a joyous moment for you. And it's from the angels. It's from the angels. 3609. Yep. Tonight. Some hot tea moment. You're not going to be able to use your eyes or your ears. Maybe just smell it or feel it. You know? Something in your environment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because of this leader going down. 6 o'clock. Something about 6. Thank you, ancestors. Wow. Yeah, okay, so William Blake wants me to show you his chart, okay? Because this is from 1757, this chart, and yet it applies today. He was so forward thinking to be, oh, okay, you want me to write, print, copy, distribute, and publish my own works? Okay, I'll do it. This dude was way ahead of his time, and his birth chart shows it. This is his birth chart, because do you see he has 4 fingers of God? For his journey on earth. Yeah, 4 fingers of God. Yeah, the karma in this chart was to end this royal privilege supported by government mostly. Yeah, and he did that through his works. The karma was this illusion, Neptune, that the government had to be royalty. Okay, that was the thought and the plan. Okay, that we had to support this, see how it's Leo up there, and it's very reputable, and it's a big fog. Yeah, we have to follow that, you know. That was the thought and the plan. And he came down here to disprove that, because what he saw were people living completely impoverished. And then people of privilege living above and beyond. It was ridiculous to William Blake. And so he used his spirituality and his poetic genius to get people to think differently. And he's telling you tonight, collective, with this 6th degree, do not fuss that you couldn't solve the mystery or figure out the curse, or just revel in it. Revel in it that, wow, I was a part of something so top secret, you know? Because it'll get revealed to you, but I don't think they wanted you to know. I think if you would have known, you would have treated this journey in more anger, or, you know, it would have been harder for you to heal. It's going to be easier for you to heal when it comes out, okay? Because you ascended first, and you send them to the light, you know? I release you to the light. But if there was a reason why he had to keep sending the aliens down, don't ask me why, kept sending these little dudes down to you. Like, yeah, just give them the big green light. Yep. You know, just keeping your mind empty, you know, so that you could listen to the signs and symbols from the ancestors instead. God, that's hot. Wow. Something's going to get really hot tonight, too. Woo, Nelly. A chair. What about this chair? He's a chair member. Oh, his chair's going to be empty now. Yeah, because these people hold rank and position, his chair is going to be empty now. This leader's chair is going to be empty. which is going to really question the stability of this group organization that's been around for a while. Yeah, it's going to question their stability when this leader goes down. Okay, so William Blake, he did Songs of Innocence, Songs of Experience, Marriage of Heaven and Hell. But he was possessed by this spiritual fire. This spiritual fire. He was possessed, his ego was possessed by it. Yeah, this spiritual fire. All of his memories of all of our memories of William Blake, born 11/28, 1757, 6th degree Sagittarius, are to learn just by reading his work, his poetic work, that there's better ways to reach God through words, through song, through comedy. There's better ways to meet God. Nature, heaven is in nature today. There's better ways. Thank you, William Blake. I love you. Please be here. Okay, so ancestors, what do you want to tell us about this? Yeah, maybe I will. I can't believe I'm rolling the window down. I cannot believe it. When it was like 20 degrees most of the week. But you guys see how beautiful it is out there. I mean, it's freaking beautiful. Joy to the world. Okay, so I don't have a J in today's letters. I can't sing that one. I can't sing that one. Constant joy in your heart. They want you to have constant joy in your heart. Something about 6 o'clock tonight. Some hot tea is gonna spill. Okay, hot tea is gonna spill. It's gonna be a 10 of Cups moment. From your past over ones that you talk to, they are just gonna cry with happiness that this happens for you. Whatever this moment is, when this leader gets his chair emptied out, this leader loses his chair. This dude was nothing but sending shapeshifters toward you, constantly. What's this magician want to tell us about? To not solve the mystery, just revel in it? Yeah, because this mystery kept you independent and still loved as the star. Yeah, it kept you independent. You may not feel this other side of this cup right now, this 2 of Cups. You may not feel that. Okay? But this was your relationship with the Most High God. That's what that is. See that solar? If you ask to travel, astral travel with any, you can travel any way you want to. Some do it by car or some do it through animation. Whatever you want to do. They will take you to the solar reality that you've inherited, spiritually speaking. They will take you to what you've inherited solarly. It'll blow your mind. Yeah. And there'll be people on these planets. And that's your planet. Yeah. So anyway, there's something about that. This independence has made you this star. And this was all because you came together with your ancestors. You met the angels halfway. You wanted to meet God in an appropriate, more balanced way. Made some changes in your life. Amen. Mercury wants you to know that. William Blake wants you to know that. Thank you, William. That it wasn't about solving anything, okay? It was about reveling in who you were. Just for the first time, not hating yourself. Like, why is this always happening to me? But instead celebrating it, reveling in it. There's got to be a reason. Please tell me. Yeah. That's one of the hardest things is you take it so personal that you're like, well, but you didn't. You thought, you know what? I'll investigate it. I'll see what's going on. And you let the ancestors talk to you and you made it through. You healed. Yeah, I love it. The presidency knows about this group of people. Okay? The president does. Seems kind of wild, huh? I guess that would be Trump, right? So Trump has, he's had to know your story. He's had PowerPoints on it. Yeah. Because he's all about, he's got to know when there's a threat to national security. Okay. These people had become 44:35 on the clock, a threat to national security at some point. Okay. Because we couldn't protect him anymore. You've been doing this for how long? Okay. Yeah, we couldn't keep doing it anymore. We couldn't keep protecting him, and they're going to get ghosted. They think they have these political people behind them, that they'll get pardoned or they'll be able to go to Jeffrey Epstein's island somewhere. No, it won't matter. It won't matter if Jeffrey Epstein is on an island after Ascension. It won't. He's got to pay the piper too. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mercury. So let's go down to Jupiter. Has a Hierophant card tonight. What are we expanding on, Jupiter? We are expanding on, this reputable magic. Okay. Why are all the people getting karma are the ones that use magic? Because when you trust in the Most High God, you are to come as you are. Thank you, Kurt Cobain. Please be here for this reading. He doesn't want to see what you can do. He wants to see if you'll engage with what he can do. That's when you meet the angels halfway. They know what you can do. It's not a big deal. But I think we can't get over that. See, well, I'll just make this happen. I'll just solve this problem. This is how we do this. And we just try and fix everything ourselves. Like if I do 100 readings a day, this will all go away. No. They wanted to see if you would let yourself go and let God work in your life. That's hard. That's hard. Because you think, well, I've had to rely on myself. You know, it's got to be something that I do. And no, for the first time, maybe a lot of you just had to let go. And the people that are receiving the karma, it seems to be these people that did nothing but this obsession with self, obsession with the magic, the potions, this illusion, this shape shifting. They're getting the worst karma right now. While you just sat there. Rosa Parks it. That's all you had to do was just sit there. Quit your card, quit your job. Quit your job, read the cards. That's all he told me to do. And sit there. Make your stand. Yeah. Crazy, huh? Yeah. What's that Hierophant card tonight? So Jupiter's expanding on all this magic that they did. It's going to include this ancient Mayan, Indian territory stuff. Where they that was in their religion to sacrifice like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Jupiter. What do you want to tell us? What do you want to tell us about this, Jupiter? This black magic. Okay, so they're resting from it. They have to rest from it. Four of Swords. They have to lay it down. That's what that is. Four of Swords. Lay it down. They have to lay it down. They feel, yeah, they know you're going to get justice. Somebody in authority told this person, okay, that's what this is. Somebody in authority told them to, hey, look, yo, lay it down, dude. Lay it down. Lay it down. And he's never had anybody in authority tell him. He was the one in authority. He was the one calling the shots. And for the first time, they had given him his last chance and he wouldn't do it. So they had somebody higher than him. Somebody higher than this leader came in and said, lay it down. You either lay it down or you come in with us right now. So he had to lay it down. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's so crazy. They're also telling me that these stories are getting crazy. Like they've questioned these people in this cult, and it's getting, their version of the story is getting very distorted. To the point, like, you know, when the couple asked the question, and well, I thought you said this, and you know, and they're having to change it so much, it's just getting worse. But it's like they had invited you to go deer hunting, right? and then somehow you got shot, collective. And the cop is like, well, now how does that happen? Well, because they only had that camo hoodie on and I couldn't see and I accidentally shot him in the back. And Well, I thought that person was right by you. Oh, they were. Oh, so the deer come right by you when you go hunting. It was that ridiculous. Like, why were you shooting right by you? Is that where you normally get your deer? Is like a foot, you know what I mean? But they shot you in the back, thought you were a deer. I mean, it's that kind of story right now that they're trying to like fix. Well, I didn't know she was there. They told me they had to go to the bathroom. So you turn around, you fire your gun, and you know, it's getting ridiculous. They're trying to fix it. This and humor aside, we shouldn't be laughing about that. Somebody was wounded. Somebody was wounded very seriously. And yet they're making it sound like, oh no, it happened this way. Yeah. 5 a.m, accidentally shot them because I thought they were the deer. Told me they had to go to the bathroom, weren't even there. Well, dude, can you not see maybe if you can't see, you shouldn't have a rifle. You think about that? You know what I mean? These ops they can't explain this wounding. They can't explain how you were wounded or why. And you know exactly why, because you were attached to something quite valuable. Yeah, so he had to put down his magic. Yep, put it down, put her down. There you go. Put her down. So 2 are going to spy while 5 rise. Okay. And Nolan Ryan tonight. Tell us about this Nolan Ryan, this strikeout king. I want to hear about this strikeout king. Venus sits at 10 degrees Aquarius. Who has evolved? If you're a Venus out there, the chances are you have evolved. Now your ops are another story. Now there are people in this vibration that evolve. Okay? They evolve. Of course they do. So they might, you know, be high in the ranks of the lower underworld. You know, who knows? But I think they wanted to ascend. I think they wanted to lay this down. Yeah. They're being watched. Got the Hermit card coming out, wanting to talk. What else about Venus tonight? Venus knows there's a death to this club. What else about Venus tonight? With Nolan Ryan, an honor to be struck out by Nolan Ryan. Yeah, because Nolan Ryan had a gift. You don't strike out 5,000 professional baseball players that easy. And he did in his career. He had a gift. There's a King of Cups. There's a couple. There's a couple out there. Oh, wow. Okay. So because of your gift, it has made this couple in the Hangman position, this water couple, might be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but it's a Queen and a King of Cups, are in this Hangman position tonight, experiencing this death. Dark night of the soul. Okay. So they're experiencing this dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul. They might make a gesture to Venus because they're feeling this. Okay. So they're starting to realize what you were pushed out of. You were constantly pushed out of family, community, friendship, stability. They want to make some kind of gesture because they think it'll shorten this darkness of the soul. And unfortunately, the only thing that shortens it is you and talking to God. That's the only thing that shortens it. You know, any of you that have been through that, letting go of anything, it's hell until you get the lesson right, until you realize, oh, okay, I see the error of my ways. And that can take as long as, you know, these people want to be there. If they're doing it as a couple, that's harder. They need to be by themselves. I mean, that's just you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to carry somebody through a dark night of the soul. Unless you're trying to, like, you know, help them through the shakes of being off a drug or something. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a doctor situation. But they got to be by themselves to get through that. You know? But maybe they have to be together because they're so codependent on each other. Well, they're not going to ascend. Because the whole point of being on that lesson is to figure out what can I do to recover from this on my own? What will heal me so I'm never in this place ever again? It's like you make this vow to yourself. Like, I never want to feel this ever again. And then even when you get out of it, you're helping people because you remembered how that felt. You know, that's what they need to get separate. This water couple that's all hung up on this dark night of the soul. I guess they're trying to learn how you did it, is what's going on, Venus. They're trying to say, well, there's no math formula to it. You hold on to what they couldn't steal. They couldn't steal my voice. They couldn't steal the songs that I love. Those were things that I knew I would always have and that connected me to God. My voice and music, okay? Nature, things that they can't steal are what it's like a fire inside of you. Well, you can't take that. You can't take that. And you start making a list, and then you're starting like, okay, I want to fight for these things because these things are important to the soul. William Blake knew that. William Blake knew that. That these gifts of the soul were so important. You know what? I'm going to copy them, distribute them, write them, edit them, and publish them. I'm going to sell them. He did all of it. He did all of it all by himself because that's how important those miracles of the soul were. The last little pieces inside of you that no one could take. And people notice that about you. Yeah. How you go ahead, take my, what's that song, that Christmas song? Hey, listen, mister, take the wallet, take the money, but don't take the girl. That was some country song. Please don't take, yeah. He's telling this dude, like, here, take whatever you want. The car, what do you want? But don't take my girl. Don't, because that's what he loved. And until this person figures that out, that Immortal Beloved song, that was a letter that they found after Beethoven's death. Beethoven. They found a letter titled Immortal Beloved. And it haunted the people that found that letter. Because he made a lot of music, but he never could keep love in his life. So music had to become the love. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what became his Immortal Beloved. He made a lot of music, but in his life, he died alone. See? So that gift of the spirit, that music that he could write, became that gift of the soul that he knew would transcend, become an immortal beloved. This person forgot that. What gift of the soul did this person leave? These ancient Mayan ceremonies of sacrifice that we've historically already gone over and we've evolved from. Right? We've evolved from it. Wow. Besides the point, though. The point was to win. That leader of that cult wanted to win. He wanted to win, collective. And you make him look bad. Wow. Okay, let's see what Mars is up to. Yeah, I would just recommend these people around you that want to come forward to get some help from you. They think that you'll pray over them, maybe, or speak to the other side for them. Look, I'm telling you, these pennies from heaven that I get, you have to have the knowledge that they're greater than the quarters in my pocket. If you don't have that in your heart, they won't talk to you. Because my gas tank light came on. I didn't have any gas. And yet I'm having William Blake tell me, no, I just gave you half a tank. You're good to go. Okay, William. Because I've been meditating on what he had done, with his life and his spirit and gifts of the spirit. And I didn't expect that. I'm like, why is William Blake helping me with the gas in my car? Because he was the penny from heaven. When I didn't have quarters on earth, I didn't have any to put in the, you're not supposed to drive your car in the wintertime, especially on empty. And it's not good for it. It's too cold for that. It's not good. So thank you guys. I love you so much. Yeah, you're Prefontaine will tell you this too, and when we get to Pluto, but Prefontaine died early because he had to ascend, he had to cross over. He thought that the running came from him, inside of him. When he died, he realized, oh my God, my ancestors gave me that gift. See? It's like he thought that it's all about me getting to the Olympics. It's all about me entertaining these people but when he died, he saw the people and why they gave him that gift and how they had carried him. Airplane. So there's something about your story collective that it's when you let go of what you could do, like this is what I've always done, and if I just do A, B, and C, it's like you just had to lay down almost for God to take over, you know? And until you did that, this was going to get worse. So you really had to trust God 100%. Yeah, somebody's coming towards you. I haven't heard an airplane in a while. Well, we've been socked in. So that makes sense. Okay, so, yeah, these people. What do you want to tell us about Mars tonight? What do you want to tell us about Mars in this secret war? He's procrastinating. He's hung up on some. He wants to plant his dreams with you. He wants to plant a garden with you, Venus. He's ready to plant this garden, this spiritual garden with you. He ignored these feelings. He sat Two of Swords. Okay, what's that Two of Swords card? What is that card? Okay, the Two Swords, what's in the background? You got water, which is feelings. You got some mountains. Stability. That person has their back to that and they're blindfolded. So he ignored his feelings and he ignored his stability, financially speaking. He ignored it. Propped up on this dude. Oh, I'm fine. No, that's an illusion. That was a disenchantment, today's letters. You have to, dude, he didn't pay attention to finances and he didn't pay attention to emotional things. And now he's realizing, I just want a garden with you. That's what he's saying. He's procrastinating, hoping you will let him have this garden with you. I was going to pull that Two of Swords card. But you know the one I'm talking about, right? Where the girl has got her blindfolded, looks real comfortable, right? And her back is to this ocean. She's completely blindfolded. And she's ignoring, that's what that is. She can't see she won't face it. She won't face the emotions of it. And she won't face the practical things that she should have done. That Two of Swords. That's what Mars did. He didn't face those things. And it was and that's truth. Ace of Swords. That's what happened. Now he's in this marketplace where he's not popular. Everything shifted. People see the glossed over. People see the kind of world you were trying to, and they're like, that's dumb. They're all going to jail, dude. Dude, why do we want to hang out with that? You know? And now he's realizing it's a new marketplace that he messed up. He was too competitive with you. Okay, tell us more about this legal consequences. Yeah, legally, what's Mars gonna... Oh my God, legally. Legally... Okay, it's gonna surprise him. It's gonna be at nighttime. A King of Coins is going to assist this. What's the King of Coins about? This King of Coins might be the Mars. It's going to be nighttime. That's the truth. Truth came out. Something's going to happen to this King of Coins at night, where legal law enforcement is going to change his lot. Wow. And then the little girl just fell over. So if this person has your children, okay? I don't know. But the ancestors planned it that way. Yeah. They're going to be taking a trip. Somebody's going to be taking a trip. Somebody's going to be taking a trip. Wow. Yeah, he can't believe it. Mars can't believe it. Well, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why he was so competitive with you. Like, you know what I mean? You had to talk about this so this wouldn't happen to anybody else. You know what I mean? And, Okay, I better go up to Saturn before I forget you, Saturn. You know me. I'm always forgetting you. I'm so sorry. How are you, Saturn? I love you. Love you, Saturn. Yeah, we're grateful you're direct. 13 degrees Pisces direct. And there's something building wellness and security for Venus. I love it. So there's some kind of security and wellness that you deserve right now. It's going to come in fast. Tell us about this wellness and security, Saturn. Ooh, those want to come out. Talk to me, talk to me. This is for a high priestess that's been expecting. It's like you've been, you know, we've been waiting for this. You might be a priest, a high priest or priestess. You've been waiting for this. Wow. Some of you, you've had many holidays alone, you know, but you knew there was a reason for it. That the ops thought that was going to kill you. Thought that was, they fenced you in like that to spend all your holidays alone. No, you just got more pennies from heaven, man, every time you had to spend a holiday alone. Yep. Yeah, your spiritual bank account racked up serious points every holiday that you had to spend by yourself. Yeah. Wow. I love you, Saturn. Thank you. Okay, so we got to figure out this too. The clan is in this death. Using to control people versus supporting them. Okay, so for the first time, Saturn's telling you, high priest or priestess, that they're looking for your ways to provide wellness and support for you. Okay, because that's what a government should do. That's what a religion should do. Because they're things in institutionally speaking that support us. Okay, now this group here, they used the title of this institution to control. That's the only reason they had this institution, was to control. So they recruited people and stole their, yeah. They recruited people to steal from them. Yeah, unbeknownst to these people. Told them otherwise. You know, taught them a few things about the occult, you know. But stole blessings from these people, unbeknowingly. And they didn't care because they were part of this secret group, see? They were paying the dues. They thought it was cool. And now looking back on it, I think some of the investigators are telling these people, well, you know, you had this, and this coming. Anyone that can read the chart or the Akashic record could have told you this is when you were supposed to get this, or this. Well, I didn't get that. Well, that's because this dude got it. You joined his club. You forfeited it. You gave him all your power. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah. Yeah, Nero's birthday. Nero, that Roman emperor, my God. You read about him. He was a mad hatter. Absolute mad hatter. He eliminated taxes. You know, there's a reason why we pay taxes, okay? It's because we want this wellness and security in our institutions. So that when we're on our last dime, we have a place to go. Because you know what? I paid some taxes in my life. I shouldn't have to stay in my car. Yeah, true to form. Should be able to like get some assistance, you know? Yeah. My God. So this Roman emperor, he got rid of all the taxes, which just broke down that empire. And then, of course, was the Great Fire of Rome. He was the emperor when Rome burned down. And they said, you know, historically that he was fiddling. He was on the fiddle or the violin the whole time the city was burning. And that's a myth. You know, I don't know if they can prove that or not. But needless to say, when he went to rebuild Rome, the first thing Nero did was build a statue of himself. Now, what does it tell you, collective? Now, if your city burns down and the leaders are building statues of themselves, no. Now, if it would have been a memorial for the people that were lost in the fire, that's something different. But the very first thing Nero did is, well, we just got to get a statue of me up here. Why? Because you played the violin through the whole fire? I don't know. It's crazy. Nero, you got to read about him. He's absolutely nutty. I don't even want to talk to that spirit. I'm sorry. He's evolved since then. They're telling me. His bloodline. They've evolved him. They put Nero through this lower vibration kind of exaltation to show how magnetic sin, whatever you want to call it, is. It was animalistic how magnetic this emperor was. And he didn't realize it until he had passed over and saw, my God, they were following, a psychopath. Because it was almost like that Pied and the Piper legend where, he was playing this little song and the rats just followed him. Yeah, they followed him to their death chamber. I'm telling you, brainwashing's real. And Nero, he had to pass over to realize, oh, that's why I went through that, to realize that magnetism, I used it to brainwash everyone around me, to control them. I didn't use it to support. That's what these institutions are for, is to support, whether it be a religion, a government, whatever. And this group did not support. They used it to control people. Yeah, to grip them. They had a grip over them. Wow, I just am all over the place on this reading. Pennies from heaven falling down. No. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to show you this right now. Boom. Okay. This was Steve Prefontaine's chart. Okay. Now, what is that? That's the board meeting of the ancestors when he was born. Okay. Boom. That's what it was. So this gift that he had inside of him was from the ancestors. Okay. It wasn't, I'm not saying that he didn't take care of his health or train. He did. But he got to the point in his ego where he thought, well, there's no one like me. It must be it. I'm special. No, the ancestors made sure to give you that gift of the spirit. So that's why he passed over at like 20 something years old. He died too young because they wanted him out of that mindset that you did that, because he wanted them to see this. We're so proud of him, but they wanted him to see the bigger lesson, that the destiny was to let the ancestors expand this gift of the spirit for him. Okay. Because, and the reason why they did this is because his heart, this little heart, he had a moon in Virgo. Okay. A moon in Virgo. With all this red line, constantly attacked. So in his childhood, okay, there were nothing but constant, expansive attacks to his self-esteem, his heart. That's all attacks to the self-esteem. Sitting in Virgo, who Virgos, they can kind of be self-critical. It's hard for Virgo to just, hey, yo, everything, they tend to be hard on themselves. Okay. And the ancestors saw this attack, this expansive attack on his little heart. And that's why they stepped up for his destiny. We're going to use that. We're going to use that pain and we're going to give it an arena. Because if you remember the story about that runner, Prefontaine, that's how he learned to run, because he was bullied as a child. And home from school, these bigger kids, these junior high kids would chase him in the woods. And he got good at dodge. He knew those woods so well because he had grown up in those woods, that's how he got good at running and darting and being because he knew he was going to get chased home after school. As soon as the bell rang, he knew they're going to chase me again. And that happened up until, he got to be, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 years old. And then things started to assist him with, we're going to use that. We're going to use that criticism that you experienced growing up, and we're going to make you an Olympic runner. Except, when he got to the Olympics there in Germany, he couldn't. Munich was, he was supposed to, he was able to do this too. This is so cool too. I love it. He had this gift from the spirit. See how this gift from God, finger of God, to this war. It was Mars to Saturn on the day of his birth, which meant he was going to have a lot of conflict with borders and safeties, but God was going to carry him through it. God was going to make a voice for him. He was going to experience this war with these borders and safeties. Because when he went to Munich, all these professional runners, they didn't want to house them and they didn't want to feed them, and yet they're professional athletes competing. Okay? And so the rules and regulations for professional athletes back in the 70s was horrible. He talked publicly about it. Things expanded and transformed since him, and climbed into something more supportive than controlling. It's like they did that to control who would show up to what meets and how. They knew the people that didn't have the resources. And if their country got the place, won the, you know what I mean? It's like they knew. And it wasn't right. And Prefontaine spoke out about it. And, you know, for these non-professional athletes that are highly competitive, that deserve to be there, but can't have the support of their own institutions. Yeah, the ACLU. No, that's something else. I think it might have been the ACLU. He talked about that in that movie. Yeah, it might have been that one. Yeah, they had to go through that agency, I guess, to get some things communicated to these other countries, like, you know. Yeah. Okay, so that's Prefontaine's chart. Something is going to go really well for you, supportive for you, Venus or High Priest. 5 are going to rise. Well, 2 spy. I'm not making that up. Five people are going to rise out of this. 5 people. And I think it's because they were all attached to this kind of ancient civilized sacrifice industry and didn't know it. You didn't know it. Wow. Okay. So thank you, Uranus. Yeah, we should always, if you open like a shelter or whatever for people out of this experience, you know, you want a place for people to be able to, you'll know how to make it supportive versus controlling. You know, you'll have the right placements of security. Yeah. That's hard. It's a hard balance. Okay, so what about this secret? Ancestors get retribution. Secret royalty. Yeah, so the Egyptians imprinted with this Venus, who right now is getting a lot of attention from this couple. Might be a parental couple. It might be some ops that just wanted to take your destiny, is what I'm getting. This couple just wanted to walk in your destiny, Venus. But anyway, they can't because you're royalty. That's what Neptune wants to tell you. This person in the royalty is going down. This is the one in front of you that was royal, a Queen of Pentacles. If you had an earth sign, older person in front of you, they originally held the bloodline, held the gifts of the spirit, except they forgot immortal beloved. They forgot love. You didn't. So there's a death to this person. Okay. Now, I don't know. Maybe this person will meet some agreement with the passed over, or I don't know. Right now, they're not letting go of that secret. They're not letting it go. You see what she's holding is that pentacle, and she's not letting it go. There's no way you could get that from underneath her. Yeah. Unless you gave her a 5th of Jameson. Thank you. Something about Jameson whiskey. I don't know. If you give her a 5th of Jameson, maybe she'll start talking about them. But other than that, she's holding them pretty tight to her chest. Because she thought that she was going to carry the royalty of the bloodline. And the ancestors said, no, we want collective too. Collective, you paid the dues to. You paid the dues to. Come on now. You know? This wasn't, you didn't choose this. You didn't choose any of this. Rejection. You know? Oh, are you living in your car? No, this is my tree house, dude. What do you want me to tell you? You know, of course I'm living in the car. There's your sign, dude. There's your sign. Yeah. Caden. Might be a Caden. All right. Tell me about Pluto. Prefontaine. Okay, so I showed you his chart. Okay, so he had a destiny to be here to fight for the rights of non-professional athletes competing, or professional athletes competing. But they weren't in contract, see? That's the difference. It's different when you belong to a team. You know, you get recruited by LA Rams or whatever. You know what I mean? You get their name. These were people that were running in these international competitions, and they were just represented by themselves, and they didn't get any support, and it was horrible because these are professional athletes representing their countries. You know what I mean? So, but you're supposed to stay centered for your moment. There's a female that you're supposed to stay centered for this moment coming up. Stay centered for this moment. You're an empress or an emperor, this person. You stay centered for this moment. What's this, this is a moment that's pretty secretive to you. Pretty secretive. It's going to be in the sun. It's going to be illuminated. But can we give them a time, a preference? Yeah. Yeah. These people giving you this moment, they would prefer it to be public, or prefer this illumination. There's some kind of preference to it, or maybe they don't want it in France. Maybe there's somebody. God, wow. Let's find out some more here. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, because by that time you won't be waiting, you won't have heartache. Oh, that's horrible. Oh my God. Okay, so this couple over here that tried to steal your destiny had set up this moment for you to be publicly humiliated, cast out. They thought your platform was going to do that. Yeah, they had set it up in a way that you would be waiting forever with this broken heart, and that you had been believing a lie. Ace of Swords upside down. That's the way your ops had. Somebody from France helped them come up with this, another illusion, this disenchantment, this lie. I love the way people are trying to like set up your destiny. It's like, don't you think it was just being natural? That's why God had to step in. So tell us what God has to do with this. Yeah, that person that did that plan, they're in rehabilitation. They're going to have to go through rehab. They were so obsessed with what was going to happen to you that they lost the stability in their mind. It's like they were thinking that if I just destroy this person, I can have what they... Who does that? Who does that? Let people be who they're going to be, dude. But yeah, now they're going to go through rehabilitation while you keep a gift. And this person, that person that tried to steal your gift, is in a hangman position, going through a tower, because they tried to poison you. They continuously tried to poison you out of this destiny. And all you kept doing was this good news. I got good news. I got things to share. I got things to show. That's all you were doing. And that person wanted to poison every bit of it. And did it publicly. They did it publicly. So that when, you know, if you don't, thank you for watching, but I don't make any comments, or I don't read any, I don't, because of that person. Okay. They done it to me my whole life. So it was a deal I made with the ancestors, and, you know, I'm kind of happy I did, because it don't matter how many followers or who likes you, you know, ultimately it's your gig, it's your ascension. You know what I mean? You've got to learn the lessons and walk the walk, and, you know, and, yeah, we can have help along the way. But what I'm telling you is, when if it was a difficult journey, you don't want to have another person. Like, this is the King and the Queen of Cups together in this dark night of the soul. That's like an anchor on you, soul wise, because you need this other person by you that's hard. Anyway, so yeah, this person did this stuff publicly behind your back. Yeah. And then if you had ever confronted them, they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's so irritating. It's like, whatever. I know it was you. Because you're going to have that 5 degrees Cancer moon tonight, the clairs of scent, these shapeshifters that, you know, you might recognize shapeshifting, but ultimately there's a scent and you pick up on it and you're like, get out of my energy, dude. Like, you'll pick up on the data, the information. Yeah. These are creepy people, dude. They're creepy. And I think it's dishonorable. I'm going to tell you, when you confront somebody, now this is the same with kids, you know, if you're a parent, but I always wanted to raise my kids, you know, I didn't get the chance with the last two, but like, where they at least felt comfortable enough to come with, the truth. Okay. And that's hard because you don't want to be a friend to your child. Okay. You don't. You will get no respect if you're their friend. You got to be in that place of, hey, I'm, older, wiser, whatever. That doesn't work either. But no, because of where you might be leading them, you don't want to just fall into a place where we're friends with our children. You know what I mean? You want to give them that guidance as somebody with more wisdom, And anyway, these people, when you confronted them, they would always lie, and they were the older ones, and so they didn't think that there was a penalty. There was no penalty for that, because I'm older than you. I can lie to you, and that's what they're paying karma for. Yeah. Because come to find out, you were the one to lead more people to the light. Yeah. These wicked people that are twice your age, that thought, there's no it's better this way, because look how inept they are. That's how they look down on you. It's better this way. They're so inept. Trust me, collective, you're going to show them something that is far from inept. Okay, so thank you, Pluto. That's great news, man. So this person's going through a tower. They're hung up on your gift. They wanted you stuck in this lie, this heartache, and constantly waiting for something never to happen. Well, I tell you, if it's not happening in your storyline, you're going to start seeing it in other collective storylines. So, I mean, one victory for any of us is like, praise God, praise God. I mean, I'm telling you, I think just seeing it come out in the news, like that some of these people are having to answer questions, that alone was like, oh, okay, I'm getting it. This is why we're on this page in history. Yeah. So that alone was helping my, it just, they're shapeshifters, dude. They're wicked shapeshifters. They know they'll get a lot, because this is the way things have been for so many eons. It's like, can I please get out of the 3D, Lord? Because now you see behind it, and you're like, this is dumb. This is so dumb. And it doesn't even entertain you at this point. I know. So you got to just get those pennies from heaven. Okay, so tell me about this 2 degrees Aries. I'm so pleased to see 2, because it's leading to the 1 degrees Aries for Christmas, which is kind of a big moment of time. It might be that moment. Okay, so yeah, Pluto, no. Whatever moment in this to be centered, that Prefontaine moment, that's why I brought up Prefontaine thought it was his ego that was winning those races. And I'm telling you, they let this person do this to you publicly so that they could be punished, okay, for it, but also to prove that this gift came from the past over. This wasn't about what you would do. This was given to you. This was given to you. Yeah. So there's something about that I showed you that person tried to destroy. And the reason why they're unsuccessful is because it was given to you by ancestors. It didn't matter if you did 100 readings or 1. It didn't matter. They were going to support you. This wasn't about you, This was about what they were going to gift you with, that you were going to lead with. Okay, so 2 degrees Aries, your unique space and time. And you were treated like a specimen. Yeah, all they wanted to do was put you under a microscope. Put them under a microscope. Put them under a microscope. That's not a song. Robin. Robin Williams. I love you. Where have you been, dude? Nanu. Okay, so it looks like for this destiny, there's a lot of their projects that are failing at the end of the cycle. A lot of one of them was to publicly humiliate you. One of them was to keep these secrets about this royalty. Okay. One of them was to fake reach out to you to please help us through our dark night of the soul. Like, no, dude. Lots of these little plots and plans were unsuccessful. Now there's problems that are, This dude is looking very controlling, very brainwashing. He didn't support these people in his club. He controlled them. That's what he's starting to look like, a complete Nero. Rome of Emperor, like Emperor of Rome. So your country's burning down and you're going to play the fiddle. And now that the fire is out, we're going to just build a statue of you. Wow, Nero. Wow. Yeah, so he's starting to look pretty unorderly. Yeah, there's a lot of unhappiness, 5 of Cups. There's a lot of unhappiness for this leader who sees he sees you're stable even though you're inept. I hear a dog out there, but he can't bark. Oh, there he goes. I was like, why aren't you barking, dude? I could hear him like trying to bark, like he had a cough or something. Yeah. You have stability, and that's all this person tried to get rid of, and now they're completely devastated. Intimacy. They can't come and heal with you. Heavens no. Collective, happy Sunday. I hope you enjoy that sun. I love you. I love you.